Would you like to live above 70? 70 is a very young age. Personally, I consider 70 as youth, okay? Where you start getting older people is from 90. 70 to 90 is 20 full years, okay? But do you know that many people crash out at 60? If you want to live above 70, watch this video till end. There's no way you will not learn something. So here are things you have to avoid if you want to avoid eating, putting in your mouth if you want to get to 70. Number one is bread. You don't know what they use to make it. They just give you something that is gooey and you take it and you drink tea. Bread, sometimes it contains so many chemicals that forces your immune system into overdrive. Go and Google it. I don't have time to be putting the evidences here so that this video will not get too long. And that also means not just bread, but every other thing that is made with flour, like that, all right? All those processed flours, like pasta, any type of pasta, pizza, all those cake. Avoid, cut out all of them, 100%. Now, it doesn't mean that on special occasions you can't take a bite. Maybe family hangout, you take a slice of pizza, you know. A special birthday somewhere, you take a cake. Outside that, nah, zero, cut it out. Okay, so now, next one is rice. Don't eat rice. Rice, I personally consider rice as junk food. The rice that we eat is not African rice. It is Asian. African rice has been phased out. It's Asian. Now, I want you to do something just for fun. Google the top countries with highest diabetes rates. Now, Google the countries that eat the most rice. Compare it. It's the same list. It'll shock you. I'm not saying rice causes diabetes. Don't quote me on that. I'm just giving you clue. Personally, you can never see me eating rice. It doesn't mean that if I go to some certain occasion, sometimes they will serve you rice, one delicious looking rice with meat. I take the meat. Sometimes I might take a spoon, but you will never see me eating rice. Never. Now, another thing is that these days we're seeing people in their 50s developing diabetes, 40s. And when you look at this person's diet, there is nothing that should lead the person to diabetes. No alcohol, no nothing, no sugar, nothing in their diet, except what one culprit: rice. All right, rice behaves the same way as sugar. When you eat rice, some people have done the experiments. They put this diabetes sugar monitor here, and then they eat rice, and boom, there's insulin spikes. So me personally, you'll never see me eating rice. But if you will, I think they say that basmati rice, the ones with long grains, is better than the normal one. So if you ever have to eat, that's why it's even more expensive. Get that one. Vegetable oil in your kitchen. You may have heard people say it. I'm just trying to sound it again. All those oil, whatever vegetable, you will never see me eating it, ever. All right, there's nothing like vegetable oil. In fact, one of them is famously engine oil. They used it for engines in the 60s, but then they had a lot of it. They didn't know what to do. They said, okay, let's tell people that this thing is now edible. Bro, go and Google the oil you are using. Which vegetable oil is used as engine oil? Go and Google it. I don't want to mention any name. So which oil would you use? That reminds me. Which oil would you use? Okay, olive oil or coconut oil. Period. If you can't afford olive oil, it's expensive. If you can't afford olive oil, coconut oil. Or the good old red oil. We have palm oil that is got from the palm tree. If you are within Africa, we get it from the palm tree. Is red. Okay, you can bleach it. Just keep warming it until it changes color. All right. So what do you use to replace bread? I forgot to mention. If you are, instead of eating bread, sometimes you make tea, you want to eat it with something, use potato. There's nothing wrong with potato. Good potato. Potato has vitamin A, very good for your eyes. You understand? So potato can replace your bread. You can take potato and tea. Nobody made rule that bread must go with tea. I don't know where that rule came from. But if you have to eat anything with your tea, use potato, use yam, use plantain. You can even use banana. Those things are far, far healthier than bread. You understand? So what do you eat in place of rice? There are many things you eat in place. We have a lot of dishes, delicacies in Africa. Most people just restrict their diets to rice. I don't know why. You eat rice every day. They use them do you. We have yam, we have even potato porridge, different ways you can eat potato, you can cook it, you can fry it, you can... I'm not saying you should fry your food all the time, fried food is not that good, but once in a while it's perfect. It's far better, you understand, than rice. I would rather eat fried potato than rice. You never see me eating rice. So, junk food. All sorts of junk food. You don't know what they put there. And the worst thing that they put there is something that preservative that makes it have a long shelf life. Those preservatives, as is preserving that item, if it goes to your stomach, it will preserve your stomach too, in quote. There are a lot of good bacteria that you have in your gut microbiome, in your intestines. Bacteria is living there. A lot of them are good for your health, okay? And even for mental health. A lot of them regulate your body weight. If you see somebody that is slim, just expect that the bacterial composition in his stomach is different from the one of the person that is not slim. I don't want to say the word, like a hippopotamus level. So, and then mental health. Most people that are crazy, all right? I'm a herbalist. We meet a lot of these cases, and we start treating them from the stomach first. Some people think that if you're crazy, you take mental drugs. No, you address the issue from the stomach. I don't want to go too deep. I've made other videos about it. So, when you take something that has preservative, it goes there. The preservative means that it's basically neutralizing bacteria. Basically, because bacteria is what spoils food most of the time. So, if you take it, what do you think is happening to your stomach then? This is how people develop autoimmune diseases. All autoimmune diseases come from the gut microbiome imbalance. Almost all. So you don't want to be putting what we call dead food that is dead inside your body. Your food must be alive because you're a living being, right? So any food that they have put preservative to totally sterilize it, don't avoid putting it in your body. All right, all those processed foods, anything that is packaged. And that takes us to one common one that people make mistake with is milk. I don't take milk. You'll never see me taking milk. There's a caveat though. I take raw milk, raw cow milk. I take it almost every other day or once in a week, something like that. But if it's that powdered milk, the reason I take raw cow milk is because I know it came from cows directly. That's me. I'm not saying you should take it. I know it came from a cow directly. Now, somebody might cringe at raw cow milk, yeah? I used to cringe at it. And so you remember that we also eat cow meat, except you're a vegetarian. We eat cow meat. Now, if you go online, you'll see a lot of, what do you call it? A whole lot of posts saying that raw cow milk contains bacteria that is dangerous. A lie. I don't believe it. You may believe it. That's okay. That's your training. Personally, I don't believe that shit. Yeah, I know there are bacteria inside, but I don't believe that the bacteria is bad for me. As long as your immune system is okay, the bacteria is actually beneficial. Raw cow milk is one of the best mood regulators in the world. All those women having, what do you call it, every day their mood is up, down. She's a violent person today, she's a lovely person tomorrow. Cow milk will stabilize it for the woman. It's also good for health. Whole lot of your health body because the cow produces it to help the young one to grow well. So, but I don't want to go too deep into it. The thing is that the milk in a tin that you buy from the market, the tinned one, I don't want to mention any of their names. How do you know that that powder inside it is actually milk? Were you there when they were packaging it? You don't know. It just tastes like what you are told to be milk. Do you know that many adults today have never tasted milk ever? All they take is that one in that powder. You understand? They have never tasted real milk. So that powder, you're not sure is milk. Let me ask you, do you think that there are enough cows in the world to produce all the milk we buy in the market? If you want to buy 10,000 cartons of milk today, the market has enough to supply it. So where is all the milk coming from? Do we have that many cows? Think about it, right? Any supermarket you walk into, they have milk in abundance. Any market you walk into, they have milk. Some of them will even have it in sacks. Where's all that powdered milk coming from? You get? So it's a very big question. I'm not giving any answers. Another thing is that most of those milk are imported. If you go to where they are manufacturing the milk, right? If it's coming from a cow, they have to inject the cow with certain injections, like estrogen, so that the cow will produce more milk per cow because of that injection. Now, the estrogen might pass into the milk, and when you're drinking it, it's passing into your body. Before you know it, you're becoming fat, you're developing boobs, man boobs. I don't know if you guys have seen people with man boobs, and then they're fat, their body is sloppy. You understand? High estrogen in you as a man can make you to start turning to LGTV. You get what I'm saying? Before you know it, you're putting lipstick and eyepieces. High estrogen. Some people's body reacts to high estrogen with extra fat, feminine features. Some will react with making them slimmer, extremely slim. Adam's apple will start disappearing and stuff. High estrogen and low testosterone. So you won't see me eating powdered milk, except if I'm convinced that the powdered milk is made directly from a cow milk. Okay, there are some machines. You go online and seek machines for converting the liquid cow milk to powder. If I'm 100% sure if I can take powdered milk. Otherwise, leave me with my cow milk. Okay, so the next thing that you won't see me using is a seasoning. Like when you're cooking, there's these things called seasoning. I don't want to call any of their names. Alright, it's in cubes. You open it and then you spray. What is it? You don't know what is it. They just give you something, you open and you're sprinkling inside your food. If you saw me sprinkling something inside your food, won't you fight me? You will. But you yourself, you go to the market by yourself, buy that thing and put. If they ask you what is inside, you don't know. Do you understand? There's something called MSG. There are many countries have filed court cases against it because of what it causes. That's what is mostly in that seasoning. The thing makes you, I don't want to go too deep in the health ramifications of it, but it's only when you Google it, MSG. The thing makes you more hungry. Okay, so you eat food now, you sleep, 3 hours later, your jaw will start doing like this. It's like you want to eat. You're in the kitchen, you're ransacking the kitchen, looking for something to put in your mouth, opening the fridge, looking for something to drink. That thing brings out that kind of hunger. Some people will wake up at night looking for something to put in the stomach. The thing will wake you up. You'll not understand what I'm saying until you do like fasting. If you fast like 3 days, 1 week, I'm not saying dry fasting, like water fasting, and then all these things leave your body. You will see that those urge and desires to put something in your mouth will wipe out. You will feel normal. Okay, soft drinks. You will never see me taking soft drink. In the past, I stopped taking soft drink in 2015. Before then, I was taking like 2 or 3 per day. Thank God I was really young, so my body was able to take it. But the moment I learned what is inside, 1 can of soft drink like this contains about 13 to 16 cubes of sugar. 13 to 16 cubes. Imagine dumping 2 or 3 of that in a day. I'd die. Thank God I was young. If I was in my 40s, for instance, that time, bro, I'll be having contrapuntocolysis. You know all those diseases that have dash inside? They will have 3 names. They'll put dash. That's the kind of thing. You go to the hospital, most people that are tied down there, it's drinks that put them there. So they will say they don't take alcohol, but you take soft drinks. All those things they call fruit juice. You understand? They are canned. It's the same. They are just as dangerous. You don't know what is inside. So what do you replace these soft drinks with? There's natural fruit juice. You get there's a fruit blending machine. You can make the fruit yourself. Get the fruit. You can make the juice yourself at home. If you don't want to make it yourself at home, you can have a trusted vendor that prepares the juice that doesn't add any sugar or sweetener. There are sweeteners that are not sugar, natural, like dates, honey. These are things that can be used to make it sweet. You understand? Honey and dates. They are not so perfect, but they are far better than that processed one that you're getting. Now, the thing with all those processed drinks is that sometimes after they are prepared, it is actually bitter. Remember that they have to prepare it in such a way that will make you to come back and buy more. That ties back to MSG. Some of them, the contents or the ingredients are secrets. You can't even know what they use to prepare the soft drink. Some of them. The breweries in different parts of Africa that brew it, they don't manufacture the drinks there. So they ship powder from abroad to them in Africa, and the brewery will now mix the powder with water in their machine and then produce it and can the drink. The guys working at the brewery, they don't know what the hell is in the powder. And then you take it and drink. If you were walking on the road one day and you just saw me as a stranger and I hand over a drink to you, one dark liquid in a bottle to you, will you drink it? No, but you will take your money and go to the market and buy something that you don't know, and you're drinking it because they labeled it soft drink. That's poison. That's how many people are unalive because of taking soft drinks. Cut out soft drinks. Make your juice yourself. There's a caveat though. Of course, sorry, I'm not putting all the necessary caveats in all these things. There's a caveat in fruit juice, natural fruit juice. It's easy to overdose on it. If I gave you apples or oranges, let's say oranges. If I gave you oranges to lick now, how many balls of oranges do you think you will lick? Mostly, let's say 2, 3 maximum, and you're done, right? So let's say 3 balls of oranges will produce, let's say, roughly half cup of juice, right? Orange juice, 3 balls of oranges. Now, so how many do you think one bottle of orange juice will be? How many oranges is used to make one bottle of orange juice? It will be somewhere around 10 to 15. So if you go up one bottle of orange juice like this, it's almost like you're taking 10 to 15 oranges at once. Now, some people, because they have it in their fridge, they will take it 2 in a day. We're talking about 20, 30 oranges. You're overworking your body. You're putting your body on overdrive. So if you're taking natural fruit juice, be careful not to take overdose. Just a little, half a cup a day is perfectly fine. At least it replaces the nonsense of a soft drink. Same thing with alcohol. There's a report that came out last year and said, the report said no amount of alcohol is good, is healthy. 0. Total number of alcohol that you have to take in a year to be safe within alcohol safe limits is 0. Even 1 bottle of alcohol wrecks your body. Now imagine those people that go to club all the time. All these celebrities, it's so funny. All these celebrities that carry, every time you see them in a picture, they are carrying alcohol. What's going to happen in this generation? It's going to be like there's a mass exodus of people at once. There's going to be a 10-year period, right? Where so many celebrities are signing out of the planet, losing their lives. There's going to be, you will see it. It's going to happen. Some of them are already doing a lot of going through a lot of health issues. They will say that it's a bad drink they took in the club. It's not just about taking bad drink in the club. You might have been taking some alcohol that is not good. All those alcohol contains a lot of chemicals, a whole lot, to get the correct taste profile that they want. A good example, I don't want to call the name, but a certain alcohol, almost all the alcohols that are bitter, what they use to make it bitter is neem, dogoyaro. Alcohol that is produced in France, right? If you go and check the ingredients, that bitter profile, that bitter taste that the alcohol has, for them to produce it, they have to add dogoyaro, neem, N-E-E-M, as a director indica. That's the botanical name. So they have to add it to be able to produce that bitter taste. Now we know that neem is not a vegetable in Africa. It is used for treating diseases. You take it only when you have disease, because the thing is antibacterial. It's antibiotic in nature. You only take it when you have disease, certain diseases. But they put it in drinks. Now you go and take the drink every time, every week you're in the club taking the drink every week. That's a graveyard move. See graveyard. You understand? When it happened, they will say your friends poisoned you or they sent it from you. No, nobody poisoned you. You took it yourself. Imagine wiping out your immune system, like your all the gut bacteria in your stomach. You wipe them out from taking. Before you know it, you develop disease that looks unrelated, but it's related. You will be having mental issues. You understand? You will say that they are looking for your destiny. Nobody's looking for your destiny. You drank yourself to that point. So finally, there are other things I would have loved to talk about, but this video is long. What I want you to do is to share this video. Okay, so I'm just gonna chip in one more. Hair dyes. By all means, don't you ever, if you have never used hair dye in your life, don't use it ever. Now, if you have used it, stop immediately after watching this video. Just go and pack all the hair dyes in your house, throw them away, don't look back. If you are using hair dye because your hair is gray, remember that gray hair is a sign of wisdom in Africa. Let anybody like you the way your hair is. If you don't like me the way my hair is, go to hell. I don't like you too. You understand? If you feel that the shape of my head or my hair color or something is wrong, I feel that your whole life is wrong too. Get the hell out of my sight. You understand? So flaunt your gray hair happily. If you don't want to flaunt your gray hair, buy yourself a clipper and shave everything off. There are many men in their 50s, 60s that don't have any facial hair at all. They have shaved everything off. You wouldn't know why. It's because of gray hair. They don't want their gray hair to show. It's okay for your gray hair not to show. Clean everything. Just have your clipper at home, clean everything. Instead of you to use that hair dye. If you Google what this thing does, you know, in herbal medicine, your head is connected to your reproductive organ. As a man, head, reproductive organ. So if you're applying something cancerous on your head, you will not develop cancer here. It's a reproductive organ that you will see. For a woman, it's face. Okay? Mostly your face is connected to your reproductive organ. So, avoid that hair dye. I don't want to go too deep into that direction. But all those ladies that you see paint their hair gold, green, yellow, one day, you will start hearing them develop problems somewhere in their reproductive system, and they will start saying that somebody did something to them. Or when they give birth to a weird child, a child that has so many different diseases, and they will start going to hospital to treat disease for life. Or syndrome. A child that has many syndromes is from hair dye, bro. Cut it out. 100%. So finally, the last thing I'm going to say is, if you are sick, and they don't know the cause of your sickness, cut out all these things. But also, you have to also cut out all body creams, face creams, all makeup. Cut everything 100%. And switch to natural oils. Use oils, and that's what you rub in your body. There are so many oils that can be used as cream. Coconut oil, perfect oil for cream. There are many others. I won't go too deep because I've made other videos about it. One thing I want you to do for me in this video is to share it, because many people really need to watch this video and know where their health is going. Thank you very much. Make sure you follow me. Click my name here to follow me, or just go to TikTok, search for Dave Partner, the biggest account there. There are many scammers these years, so just look for the biggest account on TikTok with Dave Partner. That's me. Follow me. Send me a message if you have to.